Halito and greetings to you all. I am Phoenix Nadi, the Copper Shaman, and today I am here with another Living Reiki message for you all today. So of course it's Wednesday, it's the middle of the week, and what they like to call the hump day. So I like to do, some pulls and things on like Mondays, Wednesdays, Sundays, things like that that begin the week or may even signify the midpoint of the week, which is Wednesday, which is why they call it the hump day, getting over the hump. So I went on and I pulled three of our Living Reiki cards that we have, three very beautiful cards for us today. And the first one is feeling grateful. Feeling grateful. And this is perfect for this day, being that it is the middle of the week. And sometimes we get to a place where we're kind of like, I'm so sick of this. I'm so tired of this job. I just want to go home. This is getting on my nerves. We get to those points. And so this is just, your reminder to just feel grateful, even if it's just for today. The Reiki principles always tell you to stay in the moment. Stay in the moment. So just for today, I'm going to feel grateful for what I do have. So what does this card say? This card says to help us to lead happy, contented, fulfilled lives, it is important to distinguish between our wants and our needs, and to recognize and appreciate that we already have, or what we already have, excuse me. Some people seem to feel grateful more often than others, and those people also tend to be happier, more helpful, and forgiving, and less depressed than their less grateful counterparts. So taking this notion of just for today, just for this moment, just in this time, I am going to feel grateful. I'm going to be grateful for all the things that I have, for the opportunities that I have to obtain the things that I have or the things that I want, right? I'm closing my eyes because not only do I give these messages to you all, I receive them for myself as well. So I'm speaking to myself out of my soul here, because we all have to have those moments where we decide to bring about the change that we want to see, right? We need to have those moments where we're reflecting upon our energy, what we're putting out and what we're receiving in. So we want to make sure that we look at our happenings, our situations, and the things that we are dealing with, and find that moment that you can be grateful for receiving what you did receive. Grateful also that that outcome didn't come to you, or you didn't receive it in a more negative light or negative situation. So we have to always find that peace within ourselves, right? And I'm calling it peace because that's ultimately what it is, to help us to calm it down, bring it down, and understand that, not everything is a negative, even though initially it may seem that way. Sometimes we're put in situations just so that we can learn, so that we can grasp the lesson, apply it to our lives, so that now we have wisdom and we can teach our children, our children's children, and so on and so forth. So they don't have to go through the things that we went through in life. That's how you break generational curses, by learning from your lessons and your mistakes, any happening that takes place. So let's go to our next card. And our next card is change your reaction. See? Change your reactions, how you respond to a situation, how you respond to your happenings, how you respond to being so daggone tired of this job. And I'm just, but I just got to get through this week. Decide to react differently. Be grateful. Be grateful that you have that job, right? Be grateful that you can go ahead and put in these hours, make the money that you need to make to do the things that you really want to do. You just have to have a new mindset. And I'm just going to keep using jobs as an example because we all got jobs. So in order to achieve our goals, in order to manifest the things that we want to manifest in life, we have to endure certain things. And instead of looking at those things as such negative things, look at them as the stepping stones to get you to where you're trying to go. So be grateful and excited every morning about getting up and going to work, because one day will come when I will not be getting up to go to this job, but I will be getting up to run my own business and my own establishment with my own employees. You get what I'm saying? We got to go ahead and change that mindset. We need to flip it. As James Brown used to say, I used to flip it. I got to flip it. And so that's what we got to do. We got to take a situation, flip it, find the gratefulness in everything. So change your reactions. This card says, just because you have formed a subconscious habit and reaction, I'm going to start over with this one. Just because you have formed a subconscious habit and react to certain situations in a certain way doesn't mean you have to continue doing so forever. You can change your reaction. So take this moment as your wake-up call. Hey, change your perspective. Change your view. Right now, you are being put in a position where you can begin to create and manifest the type of life you do want if you take a moment to be grateful for what you do have. Right? So it's not really, excuse my children. It's not really the fact that, we're succumbing and we're giving into the negative energies. It's not that. And I know sometimes it's hard, it's difficult because, gosh, it doesn't feel good. And it's right there in your face and it's happening. And you're like, oh, I'm just so tired. Trust me, I've been there and I'm still there. But I choose to look at my circumstances, my happenings, the choices I've made for one, and hold myself accountable for one. And I realized that I can still look to the brighter side. And I think this has been the energy as of lately, through this month so far, of being just grateful for what you have, changing your thoughts and your perceptions, changing the way you react to things, right? Changing your reactions so that you can begin to pull in the right energy, right? Because we have radiation and magnetism that we have naturally within our energy. So we want to not radiate such a negative energy on just natural happenings and things that occur and take place. And we don't want to, emit that type of energy because we want to be able to get back what we put out. So that's the magnetism that we have. And we want to be able to focus and make sure we do this consciously, making a sound decision to program our situations differently by perceiving them in a more positive light. I hope that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. Makes sense to me in my mind. So changing your energy, changing the way you view a situation can help you to manifest the things that you want to manifest in your life. Because everything is energy. And so you want to make sure that the energy that you give out, the energy that you radiate, is the energy that you are willing to receive back. Okay? That's the magnetism. You want to be able to pull that type of energy back. So if you stay positive, send out positivity, you'll in turn receive positivity. Okay? And so our last card, face your fears. This is oftentimes associated with fear because we are fearful of what's to come. We are fearful of, if I take a leap of faith, what is going to happen? So if we change our thoughts, keep them positive, we feel a little bit better about taking that leap of faith, right? We feel like we can accomplish what we set out to because we're staying positive. Look, I'm going to look at the positive outcome. I know that there are other things that could possibly happen. But if I focus on the positive, if I focus on the thing that I actually want to happen, then it most definitely will have to happen, right? So face your fears. Face your fears. Facing up to your fears can often show you that there wasn't that much to be afraid of after all. Sometimes the fear of something is actually worse than the thing itself. I'm going to sit for a moment and just let that marinate, because I needed to marinate within me. I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to accomplish some things. I got some goals that I'm working towards. And if I can change my outcome by letting go the fear of it, of what may happen and what can transpire, by doing what? Feeling grateful about the position that I'm in right now, I can actually work towards those things. I've got the means here right now to work towards those things I'm trying to accomplish, those things I'm trying to get started, the things that I'm trying to have flow in my life to create more peace, more time, more stability, more security. You know, these things are important. But if I dwell on the fear, I can't see that. I can't see what I need to be grateful of. You know what I'm saying? I can't see that. And therefore, I can't change my reaction. I can't change my perspective. So let's release and let go of the fear. And it's always just the fear of unknown. You don't know what's going to happen. But guess what? You don't know if you're going to wake up in the morning. You don't know if you're going to get in a car accident just going down the street. You have no idea what is going to happen on a day-to-day basis. So just release and let it go. Don't allow the fear of the unknown to bog you down, to put you in a place where you're not certain of yourself, for that matter. Realize that you have power to change that energy frequency of thought, right? And when you change the energy frequency of thought, you begin to change your actions, right? And when you change your actions, you can see things differently and begin to change your perspective, your viewpoint, how you see your situations. You get to a point where you're like, I'm not accepting negativity, period, point blank, that's it. I'm only going to accept the positive because that is all that I really want in my life. And yes, we have to have duality. Yes, we have to have certain situations where we get our learning experiences from, and that's fine. But you can still find the positive in it if you so choose. And understand and realize that everything that we endure, that we go through, all of our lessons and mistakes, they're all choices that we've made. And it is not something that you can put on someone else, something else, the universe, or whatever else. It is your choices because we have free will and free thinking. So I will reiterate once again, and I'm going to do this in the order in which I think this is meant to go. All right. Face your fears. Understand that fear is something that has been created in your psyche, in your mind. You have placed certain energies upon a situation, a thing, a happening, whatever it is. You have placed a certain energy of fear upon these things. And so now you want to release that you've placed on your happenings. I don't want to pinpoint it to a certain thing, but I'm going to just say your happenings, which in turn places it on yourself. So now your frequency is off because you're living fearfully. All right. So make sure that you face your fears, no matter what they are. Overcome, and you have that power. You have that ability. Overcome your fears and face them. so that you're not bogged down by that negative energy, by that heavy weight, that heavy load of being fearful, of taking the next step to a place that may be just what you needed. Okay? Then we need to begin to feel grateful. All right? After we have released and let go and say, you know what, I'm going to move forward. I'm not going to dwell on this. I'm not going to live like this. I'm going to see the brighter side, and I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to step out on faith of myself because I know I am capable of it. I know that I am powerful, and I know that I can do all things, right? So you get to this place where you're grateful and you say, you know what? Thank you for the reality check. Thank you for speaking that into myself. Yes, I know I can achieve any and everything that I put my mind to. I know that I'm powerful, and I'm grateful for this realization. I'm going to take this realization, turn into actualization so that I can move forward, so that I can do these things that I really want to do, so I don't have to answer to somebody else. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Those are the 5 P's? Let's see. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Yes, the 5 P's. Be grateful that you have the opportunity to implement them. Be grateful that you have the financial ability to implement them. Be grateful that you have the people in your life that support you. And even if you don't worry about it. Let them be the motivation that you need to prove them wrong. You see, you can find the positive in anything. And last but not least, change your reactions. So that's your test. Now that you're grateful and you've released fear, when the next situation comes to you, change your reaction. You know what? I'm not even going to succumb to this. I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. And I'm going to stay in that. So I wish you all the best. Keep it moving because you've got bigger and better things to accomplish than to allow someone's negativity to sway your positivity into negativity and stoop to their level. We don't have to do that. To me, that's killing them with kindness. You know what? It is all good. You have a great and wonderful day. And I hope that everything that you've been wanting to manifest in your life comes to you. And you walk on and you continue shining. So, face your fears. Feel grateful and change your reactions. You can do it. I know you can. I can do it. I know I can. And we're going to do this thing. We're all going to reach our goals. And we're all going to accomplish the things that we want to accomplish in life. Right? And we're going to teach our children this so they don't have to dwell in negativity. And it's not that we don't have emotions. It's not that we don't feel. And it's okay. Take a moment to feel it. Anger, it's an emotion that we get often. You know, driving down the road, someone cuts you off. Ugh. Ugh. And in that moment, you can just take a moment to breathe. Turn it into a positive moment. You know what? I'm going to do a little meditation right now. I'm going to breathe in and breathe out. And I'm going to let this go. It's really easy. It's really simple. And I know sometimes the easy and simple can seem so hard. But have confidence in yourself. Have faith in yourself. And believe in your power and your strength. We were not placed here without having these mechanisms to grow, to develop, to overcome, to be great, to be prosperous and abundant. We can and we will. And with that being said, I want to send to you much of all of that fabulous energy of wealth, health, abundance, gratitude, gratefulness, love, success, and so on and so forth. You keep it going because you begin to start to feel those wonderful words of positive energy, those wonderful words of uplift and encouragement. So let them flow as they begin to come to you. And I know you feel them right now. Just let them come to you and accept them, accept them, accept them, accept them. Walk in that energy. Emit that energy. Love on yourself with that energy. And only accept that in your life. This has been wonderful. This has been amazing because I feel like it's a message not only for you all, but for me as well. And I am indeed receiving. So peace and blessings to you all. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Hey, if you see this, it's a message for you. I don't care what day it is. This is such a positive message that can go for anybody, anytime, anywhere, during any situation. So with that, Shapisha Lashike, I'm Phoenix Nadi, the Copper Shaman. Until next time.